Hello friends, this is Sunil Kumar Jadhav. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to see few important questions which are of 5 and 4 marks. That is important question for board examination. Few of my subscribers have asked me that give us some important question from subject science and CERT textbook for the board exam. So here I have list out some of the questions which I found it to be important. These are the questions which are the important question as per my point of view. So let us see. Here in C.B.S.C board, that is central board, in section C 5 mark questions are asked, and in other board like state board like Gujarat board has 4 mark question in section D. So here I have list out few of the questions which are of the lengthy question, or we can say the answer in detail, that is of 5 marks or 4 mark question. These are 5 or 4 marks important question for board examination as per my opinion from NCERT textbook standard 10 science. So let us see. First of all, I'll begin with chapters, that is from the chemistry as it is given in the textbook. I have taken in a proper order. Question number 1. Explain importance of pH in everyday life. This is of 4 or 5 mark question. If it is a 4 mark question, you have to write 4 points with the explanation. And if it is 5 mark question, you can write it 5 points with the proper description. Second question, explain production of bleaching powder with chemical equation and write its uses. So you have to write it, the chemical equation for preparing of bleaching powder, and then you have to write its uses too. Question 3, how does baking soda produce? Means you have to write the production of baking soda and write its uses. Question 4, how does washing soda prepared in industries? Industrial production of washing soda you have to write, and with the help of chemical equation. So write the chemical equation as well as write its uses too. This is of 5 marks or 4 mark question. Question 5. Write any 4 chemical properties of metals with proper chemical equations. You know that what kind of reaction it is giving with the acid, what kind of reaction it is giving with the water, what kind of reaction it is giving with the hydrogen. All these properties we need to write with the chemical equation. Question 6. What is corrosion? Corrosion means rusting. What is corrosion? You have to define it. Write down the steps to prevent corrosion. There are different steps you have to mention in that. If it is 4 mark question, you have to write what is corrosion, and then you have to write minimum 3 steps to prevent corrosion. If it is 5 mark question, 1 mark is for this what is corrosion, and 4 point you have to write for getting full marks 5. Question 7. Write 4 points of difference between soaps and detergent. You have to write the 4 point difference for 4 marks and 5 point difference for the 5 mark question, that is difference between soap and detergent. Question 8. What is autotrophic nutrition? Explain photosynthesis in plants with chemical reaction. What is autotrophic nutrition? We know that plants are preparing their own food in presence of that chlorophyll is present in them, in presence of water and carbon dioxide. Prepare its own food in presence of sunlight. That is what we have to write it, autotrophic nutrition. And we need to explain that photosynthesis process with chemical equation. That is how does the glucose form. Question number 9. Explain nutrition in amoeba with necessary figure. You have to write different steps for digestion in the amoeba. Question 10. Explain human digestive system with figure. You have to draw the human digestive system begin with the mouth and ends at the anus. In between you have to take it esophagus, then you have to take stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and different part or associated gland like liver and pancreas too. That you have to draw and you have to explain them. Or in other words, the question will be like this. Explain digestion process in human being with proper figure. Figure will remain same in both of this question, but here we have to explain the digestive system, means which parts are there, and here we have to explain the digestion process, means when we keep the morsel of food in our mouth, the digestion gets started from that to it removed from the body, the entire process we have to describe here. Question 12. Explain aerobic and anaerobic respiration with chemical reaction. Both of them we have to explain. Aerobic means which happen or which held in presence of oxygen. Anaerobic means which held in absence of oxygen, and we have to describe with the chemical equation that here in aerobic there are 38 ATP energy release, and anaerobic respiration there are about 2 ATP energy release. That both of them you have to write in muscle cell as well as in yeast 2. Question number 33. What is respiration? Write difference between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. This is very easy. What is respiration? You have to define, and then you have to write the difference between the aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Question 14. Explain structure and function of human heart with diagram. You have to draw the diagram of the heart, and then you have to explain its structure, that atrium and ventricles are present, left, right, both of them, and its function, that from where the blood has gone to which part of the body. Question 15. Explain human excretion system with proper figure. You have to explain the human excretory system with figure. Question 16. Explain reflex action with proper example. Reflex action means the immediate action taken by the spinal cord in our body. Those actions we have to explain with the proper example. Question 17. Explain structure of human brain with label diagram. You have to draw the label diagram of human brain, and then you have to explain its structure. 18. Explain sexual reproduction in flowering plants with proper figure. You have to draw the figure of that flower and its different part which has been included in the sexual reproduction, and you have to explain it. 19. Explain male reproductive system with proper diagram. 20. Explain female reproductive system with proper diagram. You have to explain both the system, that is male and female reproductive system, with proper diagram. 21. Explain various contraceptive methods to avoid pregnancy. You know that chemical method, mechanical barrier, and all this we have to write it in this, that is contraceptive methods to avoid pregnancy. 22. Explain sex determination in human being. That is XX and XY. By like that, in female that is XX chromosomes are present, and in male it is XY, and we need to show them cross, and we have to explain that how does the sex determination happen in human being. 23rd. Explain refraction of light through the glass slab, as well as you have to explain what is lateral shift. That glass slab, the refraction of light held due to glass slab, that you have to explain entirely, and you have to ultimately explain what is lateral shift with the figure. Even in this question, that is numericals related to mirror and lens formula would be asked in this kind of question, that is 4 mark or 5 mark question from this chapter. 25. Explain structure of human eye with figure. You have to draw the structure of human eye, and you have to explain its different part. Question number 26. What is myopia? Myopia is also known as nearsightedness. So you have to explain what is nearsightedness and explain its remedy with proper diagram. You have to draw both the diagram, that what is myopia, that also you have to show in diagram, and then you have to show its remedy with the proper diagram, and you have to explain. What is hypermetropia, which is farsightedness, and explain its remedy with the proper diagram, similar way to the previous one. 28. Give scientific reason stars are twinkling while planets are not. That you have to explain with the figure, that how does the refraction of light occurs when it enters from rarer atmosphere to the denser atmosphere, and how does the stars are twinkle while planets are not. 29. Explain series connection of resistance with diagram and prove formula for the equivalent resistance in series. In series you have to prove R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Similar way, explain parallel connection with the diagram for the resistors given, and prove the formula for equivalence resistance, that is 1 upon R is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. Here in this chapter, numericals related to Ohm's law, series and parallel connection, electric power, as well as the Joule's law, those kind of formula, on the basis of those formulas the question or the numericals might have asked. 32. Explain principle, construction and working of electric motor with the diagram. You have to explain principle, construction and working of electric motor with proper diagram. Explain principle, construction and working of electric motor with proper diagram. Here it was electric motor and here it is electric generator. Sorry, here it is not motor, it is electric generator. So it is electromagnetic induction. That is what we have already learned. How does the induced current has been produced? That is what we have to write it here. Explain food chain with proper diagram. You have to explain the food chain. Explain food web with proper diagram. You know, food chain and food web you have to describe with the proper diagram. What is 3R method to save environment? That is reduce, reuse and recycle. That is what you have to explain in this question. So these are few questions which are important as per my opinion. So prepare this question very well. I hope you will be definitely getting 4 and 5 marks if this question will be asked. These are the important questions as per my point of view. For more question answers, see my video and future, and subscribe my channel if you like it, and share it with your friends so they can also prepare these questions. Thank you.